be interpretation of abnormal liver enzymes. So, like one case was a 43-year-old man with case of alcoholic liver disease presented with jaundice and was investigated. Along with other investigation, LFT was done. Total bilirubin was 16.3 mg per dl and direct bilirubin was 9.5 mg per dl. AST and ALT levels were normal, that is 34 international unit per liter and 42 international unit per liter. So, like with this much high bilirubin, but AST and ALT levels were normal. Similarly, we took a follow-up for another 1 month and bilirubin decreased. However, ALT and AST values were increased significantly. So, what would be the cause that first the bilirubin was high but AST and ALT values were low? And in alcoholics, as we all know, they are deficient for vitamin B. So pyridoxal phosphate is a cofactor to form HGOT and HGPT, which was deficient in alcoholics. Normally, what happens when we do when clinician advise LFT? So first day they will send, so bilirubin would be high, and HGOT, HGPT values will be normal or less. Then after few next day they will say, look, for this bilirubin, these AST and ALT values are absolutely wrong. So what they will administer vitamin B complex injection to this. At that time, this pyridoxine will be given to this patient. So what happens next day? What happens? AST and ALT value will be increases with normal bilirubin. So with high bilirubin value, what they will say, look, your values were wrong. But this is not the case, because with vitamin B complex we are providing pyridoxal phosphate, which was a cofactor for AST and ALT. So it was provided, that's why the values were increased. Now, I took a follow-up of these patients for a longer time. So what is happening there? Then there is a rise in ALT values after few days. Why? As we know, the ALT or HGPT is a cytoplasmic enzyme. It is mostly concentrated in cytoplasm. Whenever there is a case like, first the cytoplasm will damage, so the ALT will be released or HGPT will be released. After that, they will progressively mitochondria will damage. So at that time, AST values will be low, but mitochondrial, as due to mitochondrial level, OT values will increase. But after few times, necrosis sets in. So there is no cytoplasm, no mitochondria. So you will have a low value of HGPT and HGOT with normal bilirubin or high bilirubin values. So that time you can tell the clinician, look, the necrosis has set in and the patient is progressively developing a cirrhosis. So this was the first case. Now, second case which we encountered was 32-year-old pregnant lady, female, at for a routine checkup. Her all investigations were normal except alkaline phosphatase, which was 2250 international unit per liter. Rest all parameters were normal. The rise in ALP was almost 22 times. So, in pregnancy, due to a placental form of alkaline phosphatase, which is there, so increased ALP is normal, but increased ALP will be 4 to 5 times what is routinely used, but it was more than 20 times. So what is the cause for a more than 20 times increase in ALP values? Reason being placental insufficiency. This case, I inform a gynecologist that this value could be abnormal, and the patient was delivered, an IGR baby was delivered, and this could be a sign of placental insufficiency. These are the isoenzymes of alkaline phosphatase, which we know. The alpha 1, alpha 2, which is hit labile hepatocytes, and alpha 2 hit stable, which is a placental form. So, conclusion: bilirubin, HGOT, HGPT always follows the cycle in hepatocyte injury. Bilirubin rise first, followed by HGPT. HGPT and HGOT remains elevated. Later on, cirrhosis sets in. Both levels of decreasing trend or low values will be there. ALP levels need to be correlated in pregnancy. High placental alkaline phosphatase should be correlated, and close monitoring is needed for the same.
Presentation, Sujit. And most wonderful part of your presentation was that you have taken pains to get the clinical history. First, my compliments for that, because most of the time, even in major things, we don't get it. So, is it that there are very few isolated cases like this, or you have experienced a series of cases because of...
Regarding placental alkaline phosphatase, there are very few cases, and studies is still going on. Like, we have to need a close follow-up of this patient about placental effusion. There might be premature separation of placenta also in this case.
Because very good thing that this is a very difficult things to diagnose clinically,
Yes.
placental insufficiency, and which has a very great repercussions in the growth of a children.
Yes, yes.
So if you can follow this through study, this is one
Yes.
thing. And the second thing is it always there that in alcoholic cirrhosis that there is this trend of increased bilirubin, or it is into certain stage when you catch them?
Like initial there when the hepatocyte blockage is there, madam.
That I got
that,
it,
yes,
but what I
ma'am.
mean to say in a clinical setup, because there has to be a transition from normal liver to cirrhotic liver
Yes,
to
yes, ma'am.
observe this.
First what happens? First HGPT will increase with bilirubin, high bilirubin level. Then gradually what happens?
So what is the duration of this gradually?
It takes around 8 to 12 weeks. Ma'am.
8 to 12 weeks. So do you go back and observe this
Yes, yes, ma'am.
trends?
Yes, ma'am.
So
Like this was in our hospital. I was in JJ, madam. So the patients were admitted for 3-4 months.
okay.
So we took a follow up, like what is happening to them. And suddenly same patient, 2-3 patients, this we noticed their HGPT, HGOT values were dropping, and the bilirubin was still high.
Because it is a little, for me to digest that you will have a follow-up of this norm for the patient
Yes,
to
yes,
observe
ma'am.
this, but very good study, I appreciate.
Very good study, as she said, and I think as pathologists we should know what is happening so that we can explain all these things to the patients or the doctors, because the first thing, if our results are not matching with what they want, the first thing they will say that your results are wrong.
Yes, ma'am.
So if we can explain at biochemical levels that see this is what is happening, then at least I think they will start believing in us. Very good.
Thank you.
Next paper will be presented.